Hey everybody, what's up? Tim here with this week's Faith on Fire post. I hope you're doing great today. You're believing for God to show up in an awesome way in your life, and hopefully He has done that, and these clips have helped you. The title for today's shoot is But God, and this comes to us from Ephesians 2:4. If you want to talk about two of the most empowering, exciting, exhilarating words in the Bible, they are but God. So what do I mean by the fact the words but God are the most exciting, empowering, and exhilarating in the entire Bible? Look at every situation in the Bible where things were absolutely looking impossible. God had given people a promise, and there looked like there was no way that they could achieve it. But God showed up. But God intervened. But God made a way where there was no way. Think about when they were faced with death and destruction and doom and things absolutely exploding in the wrong direction. But God came into the scene. But God turned things around. But God delivered them. But God has been a part of your life, whether you realized it or not. Think about all the things that you've come through that it looked like there was no way you were going to make it. But God showed up. But God turned the financial situation around. But God turned the relationship around. But God turned your kid around. But God turned your job around. But God turned your attitude around. And think about all the cool things that you've done. There looked like there was no way you were going to get that house, but God showed up with the finances. There looked like no way you were going to get that job, but God gave you favor with the hiring people. There looked like no way you were going to be able to write that book or play that instrument or do whatever it is you're looking to do, but God gave you the power. God gave you the connections. God gave you the wisdom. God gave you the insight. God gave you His word, and you stood on that and you made it happen. But God, but God, but God. So as we look into the future, as you look into today and tomorrow, what challenges and difficulties do you have? And you look at them and you say, these are going to beat me, they're going to destroy me. And I say to you, but God is still here. But God is still doing His wonders. But God's word is still alive. But God still has you as the apple of His eye. But God is going to show up. You say, well, the financial situation looks impossible. I say, but God has unlimited resources. You say, it looks like the sickness and disease is going to kill me. I say, but God is the healer. You say, it looks like there's no way my marriage is going to get restored or my kids are going to come back or whatever the case may be. And I say, but God is the ultimate restorer. Or maybe you're believing for a dream or a vision or a goal. And you say, it doesn't look like any way I could achieve this. And I say, but God has helped you do it in the past. But God is the giver of vision. But God shows favor. But God gives promotion. But God gives increase. But God, but God, but God. So no matter what it is that you're facing, whether it's a horrendous difficulty, a challenge, when you look at that challenge, you say it's impossible. I say it probably is in the natural, but God is alive. But God is part of your life. But God is showing up. But God is going to honor you. But God is going to come through. Or you're looking at that dream and that vision, you say, there's no way I can accomplish that. I thought it was put in my heart, but I'm probably wrong. There's no way I can do what I want to do or become who I want to become or step into my destiny. I say, but God is the giver of destiny. But God knows the plans He has for you. But God, but God, but God. So today, tomorrow, in the future, no matter what the situation is, be it pro or con, whenever you start to feel doubt or worry, anxiety, I want you to use the words, but God. But God is going to show up. But God is going to turn this around. But God is at work. But God has unlimited resources. But God is empowering you. But God, but God, but God, but God. Two greatest words in the Bible, but God. So, hope you're having an awesome day. Remember, no matter what the situation, but God is alive and well and showing up. This is Tim with this week's Faith on Fire. Have an awesome, awesome day. I'll talk to you soon.